This is not a pond. This is not a still lake. What I'm in, it used to be a road. Antonio Taylor stood in the back of the bank, possibly as a lookout, as his cousin passed a demand note to the teller in a crime investigators call a note job. The business was broken into by a bolt cutter. The lock clipped right off. Bostwick's tried to fool the system by collecting his mail, then signing and sending registry information back to the state. We're following breaking news tonight from Ozaukee County. They're not familiar with the man at the center of this standoff and tell us he has no criminal record. I've referred to this in the past as the Jeremy Ross wind measurer thingamajiggy 6000. Certainly not high tech, but it demonstrates the kind of wind we're seeing out here. All the parties are pretty much on the same page. I'm apparently making lots of friends out here. Thanks, man. We're live at Summerfest. Jeremy Ross, Fox 6 News. No! The pain and shock echoes from the scene of the sudden death investigation to the home of a heartbroken family and a father who says he just lost his 4-month-old son.
Oh my God. Wow, I just say, I don't know how this could have happened.
They killed my nephew! They came to get him! I see when they came to get him!
Police say a daycare worker at Cuddle Care Daycare picked up a baby at home, then parked this vehicle and left the child in the car about 9:30 in the morning. The baby was found dead by 4 in the afternoon. Investigators believe hours in a sweltering SUV proved fatal.
You know you can't leave kids in the car in this heat.
Sierras McHenry says his son, Sierras Jr., was a happy and healthy baby. Now his family struggles with how and why the child's life was taken, relying on each other in a time of crisis.
To hear 100%, it's just, I love them for being here.
Now, we called the daycare for comment on this story. They did not return our call. Police say that they will hand this case over to the Milwaukee County District Attorney's Office. After that, charges could be filed. In Milwaukee, if you fail to shovel your sidewalks, you could get a ticket. But imagine for a moment if this is how you viewed your world. Blurry, fuzzy, nearly impossible to see. From that perspective, an unpaved sidewalk could prove dangerous. Trudging through the snow, braving the icy winds, winter conditions posing difficulty for some. The building's snow piles prove to be a barrier for others.
It's piled up too high right there.
But the challenges and concerns are different for Troy Hergert.
I have retinitis pigmentosa, or RP for short.
He's living with a degenerative eye disease allowing him little to no sight.
I'm legally blind, have been for 30 years.
His cane serves as his sense of vision, but in these conditions, that sense is dulled.
I'm having to dig in and find, okay, I'm still on cement. Over here, okay, I find some grass, so I'm going to try to follow that.
Waving his cane back and forth, Hergert distinguishes paved sidewalks from unpaved areas, but where the walk is washed out by inches of snow.
And okay, found something. Sign, garbage can, a parking block. Okay, now I know I'm on the path, but again, this is a treacherous spot because I cannot use any of my proper techniques. For 24 hours, we expect when snow falls, it's going to be an issue. It's no one's fault. But within 24 hours, residents and businesses are supposed to clear their sidewalks.
But sometimes in the snow, simple victories are uncovered.
I find a shoveled spot, finally.
Patches of plowed pavement, some take for granted.
Just please shovel.
It's continually a work day for me, morning and evening.
Inspiration bit Joe Annis years ago. After watching Shark Week, he was hooked.
That's what I'm going to do. I said, I'm going to carve a great white.
The artist took maple, oak, cedar, and bass, carved, sanded, and painted it all into a 6-foot sculpture spanning thousands of hours of effort, all while time becomes more precious.
It's a dead sentence. So, we know that. So, how much time I've got, they don't know.
While shaping the shark,
Start sawing on it, and then I caught cancer of the lung.
a disease began carving away at his life.
Then I caught, let's say, voice box cancer, so that put us on hold for a while.
It slowed his progress, but finishing the fish gave him purpose.
It was the only thing I was living for, to see it complete. And it was completed.
That is, until November 1st. Part of the sculpture was stolen. A baby shark once suspended by a dowel vanished. A puncture mark remains. About 24 hours later, it was pushed off its perch. The crafted carnivore capsized.
I don't know why. What in their right minds is the person do that?
Annis says the sculpture weighs about as much as his truck, about 3,500 pounds, and to tip it over, the vandal would need a lot of help.
You had to have 3 or 4 guys at least. Makes me feel very, very sick for society as a whole.
His hope is someone will return the rest of his work so he can once again return to his purpose.
I can repair this again. If God gives me enough time to carve.
The South Milwaukee Police Department is aware of this case. If you have any information, you're asked to give them a call. That number, 414-768-8060. Tonight on Fox 6 News at 10, a fight, a collision, and a man is dead. Months after their loss, there is grief and anger. Tonight, 2 families, dozens of friends and loved ones honor the memories of 2 victims, both killed by a man they say was drunk behind the wheel. It is a big step for the Catholic Church as it delivers a strong message. Fox's Casey Stiegel with the latest. Some suggest it is a good idea. Others say it's harmful, want it stopped. It is the debate over fluoride added to drinking water. Fox's Douglas Kennedy has both sides. A Milwaukee nonprofit celebrates 20 years with an open house. Today, Delphi House showed off renovations for a home created to help foster children. The group's goal is to keep siblings together and under the same roof. She used her skills as a turkey hunter to say, bye-bye, birdie.
Yeah, Mom, but it's like...
You make the call, they'll come out apparently. Eventually, a garbage can and lampshade were used to shoo the turkey out.
I've got the lampshade, but I don't have the turkey call.
I think the question is, how does Vince like his turkey leftovers?
I'm a vegetarian, so that doesn't help.
Yeah, there you go.
I guess not at all.
Not at all, exactly.